What is up, my peeps, here in Dopetopia, YouTube, the Bellagio, San Francisco, the Mandalay Bay, Tampa Bay? What is going on, dope heads? I am Dope, your idiot leader. We're going to take a magic comic ride. You know what I'm saying? We're going to rock out where the comics out. Back like a vertebrae. Ha ha! These books are going to pop you like Cassius Clay. That one's bad. Okay. All right. So anyway, we got a lot of stuff to get to. We got some books to look at. We got some magazines to look at. Hey, I'm bringing back the questions because I'm getting a lot of questions on IG, Messenger, some on YouTube, whatever. I got a couple of questions, and we got to get to it. The old Hulkometer is going up. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're getting closer to that book. So we're saving for a Hulk number one if you ain't never watched the show. I'm hoping to have it by January, February, whatever. But anyway, the Hulk number one meter is going up. We got 3 questions. We got some stuff to look at. Nothing left to do but do it to it. So let's get to chopping, baby. Anyway, first question from comic_CID, or maybe Comic Kid with a C if they're trying to be cool. But anyway, Comic Kid. Graded or raw books? I prefer raw books. I like to look at them. I think they look better, especially like pre-code horror that's all beat up. I like them raw. But if you're going to buy a big-time book, you got to think about what's going to happen to this book. So my wife knows nothing about comic books. So if I'm buying a big-time book, there's 2 reasons I like to get it graded. Or not get it graded because I've never graded a book. Buy it graded. 2 reasons I like to buy it graded is first, there's no denying what the grade is. If she ever goes to sell it after I'm dead, she'll know what she's got. And the other reason I like to buy graded books when it comes to big-time books is because there's certain books that might have, a centerfold missing or something, and I trust in CGC more than I trust me. So if I'm buying a big book and I'm paying thousands and thousands of dollars for it, I want a CGC graded when I buy it. So graded. But if it's like just a pre-code horror book that I pay $500 or less for that I like to read and look at, I'd rather have it raw. So it all depends on the book. Anyway, what else we got? We got Horror Beauty _442. She says, top horror shows? Twilight Zone. Love the Twilight Zone, man. Black and white, creepy. The older they get, the better they age, like wine. I can sit around and watch Twilight Zone all night long. The original black and white ones. I love Tales from the Dark Side. Tales from the Dark Side's amazing. I love Tales from the Crypt. Another old show I love is V. You ever seen V? You need to go back and watch V. It's about aliens. And I don't know if you call it horror or not, but I like Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes, man. You sit down, get you a 40-ounce apple beer, watch some Planet of the Apes. Next thing you know, the whole day has passed. I mean, Planet of the Apes is the shit. So that is that. One more question. Always smiling from IG. Simple. Caveman versus knight? Well, if you're asking me who I would pick in a fight between a caveman and a knight, I'm going with the fucking caveman. A caveman is very animalistic. He's had to live his whole life. He's probably 40 or 50 years old, tougher than nails, living in a cave, walking around with no shoes on. A knight, they're sitting up there drinking tea and crumpets, having sex with beautiful ladies inside of a castle, in front of a fireplace on a bearskin rug or whatever. They're soft, man. They're soft. Like, Thurston, bring me my metal suit and soup up my horse. I'm going to go out and kill a caveman. That caveman will whip his ass. That caveman's going to drag him off the horse. He's going to beat his head in like a mushmelon. That's what's going to happen. That damn caveman's going to be ferocious. He's going to be eating his face off. So I would take a caveman beating a knight. If anybody has any more warrior battles like ninja against zombie, pterodactyl against robot, whatever, leave them in the comments and I'll tell you who will win that fight, because I'm all about the fights and I think about this stuff a lot. I sit around at night thinking about fights. So, could be anything. Old Western gunslinger against a mummy, or, a Dracula against, I don't know, Joker. I don't know. Send me some stuff and I'll tell you who'd win that fight for sure. Anyway, that's the questions today. You've seen the Hulk meter. Let's get to some comics, why don't we? First, let's show off what I got at my comic shop. I've been doing all these. It's 1 through 27, and I got some more. Here's number 9 of Rampaging Hulk. If you don't know about these Rampaging Hulks, they're the greatest Hulk stories ever told. They're magazine form. So guess what? They don't have to abide by the CGC, not the CGC, the Comic Book Authority Code. They don't have to. Fuck that thing. We're not a comic book, we're a magazine. So they get to tell more grown-up stories. So you're liable to see anything in these books. Very adult theme. So if you want to see drugs, titties, killing, whatever, it's in these books. Look at that. I don't even know what number this one is. This is number 1. Damn. Look at that number 1. Look at that. Shoot him with a bazooka right in the goozle right there. And it didn't even phase him. He's still going to throw that tank and crush you. Here is number 5. Number 5. So I'm working on my 27. I don't like paying a lot of money for those. I like to find them on the cheap when I can. Probably got most of them. I'm probably about 7 short, something like that. Anyway, I was surprised to see what else was in this thing that I picked up. 3 books. I'm really happy to get this, man. This is amazing. I love this shit. I don't know what it is about green, swampy, creatures I like. But I like stuff from the swamp, I grew up on Predator, which, came out of Mexico when it's real hot outside. In the rainforest. It's real swampy. And I grew up on Creatures from the Black Lagoon, which is swampy. And I love Swamp Thing. There's Creatures from the Black Lagoon. I love Swamp Thing. And I love Man Thing. And I love Hulk, which is green. I love all these green shit. But here's another green guy I love. I grew up on this movie from 1981, The Toxic Avenger. Toxic Avenger, if you ain't seen this movie, it was made for like $500,000, and we still talk about it 35 years later. 35 years? I didn't even do the math. It's like 40-something years. But anyway, we're still talking about this movie. It's a classic movie. It's amazing. If you ain't never seen Toxic Avenger, just get on your dang... I talk into my remote and say, hey, Toxic Avenger. And that thing pops up for free all the time, so you can find it. It's on Tubi or something. Watch Toxic Avenger. It is amazing. There's a new Toxic Avenger coming out. This is the first appearance of Toxic Avenger. This is from 1991. Beautiful book. And if you're going to get one, you better get it before the movie comes out. I'm not doing spec because I'm not in all that spec shit. But now's the time to get them. Or just wait after the movie and they'll plummet. You can get one then. But if you love Toxic Avenger number 1 from 1991. Also from 1991. Or maybe 1990. Oh, I've been giving y'all the wrong year. 1983. 1983. This was a Marvel Age. This is his first comic appearance. He's not his first appearance. It's his first comic book cover. And I don't guess there's much of a story in here. Because if you look at, I don't know the way it works. But if you look at, what is that? Key Collector. It says this is his first appearance. So... this is his first appearance. I don't know what year it is. I'd have to look. It says 1991 on the back. So I was right about the year. 1991. And this one is it says 83 up there. I don't know if that's right. I feel like that's not right. Because they're the same. I don't think that's right. But anyway, this thing came from my comic shop. It says 1983 Marvel. Cost $1. This is his first cover appearance. This is his first appearance in comics and his first story and his first origin. So, if you love Toxic Avenger, like I do, there's a new movie coming out. Can't wait. It's going to be amazing. Check out these books. And the other thing I got, I have a hard time finding a House of Secrets 92 reprint to read. I feel like that's a book that I should have read before. It's hard to find a reprint of that. And I feel ashamed saying I've never read 92. Being a reader, I try to read everything that's historical that means something. I've read Action Comics number 1 because I feel like I need to. It's first fucking Superman. I even read the stories it's not Superman. I've read Batman number 1. Anything that's read Blade, which is Tomb of Dracula 10. I try to read anything... Amazing Spider-Man 129, Amazing Spider-Man 120, all the stuff that's, important. I try to read, but I've never read House of Secrets 92. And then I found this, finally, on my comic shop. So I picked it up, and I'm excited. I'm going to read this tonight and actually read it. I've got a House of Secrets 92 and a 5.0, but I'm not going to crack the motherfucker and read it. So there is my 5.0 House of Secrets. But I'm excited because now I got something I can read. I walked around with a reprint of Hulk 1 through 6 for close to a year probably. I actually had a reprint of number 1 of Hulk, which I still got. And then I got a trade that was 1 through 6, and I walked around reading it all the time. And I just pop it open and read whatever page it fell on. Anyway, love reading these reprints of classic stories. This right here is amazing. What else? Is that all I got today? That is all I got today. What can I say? We're under 11 minutes, and just like that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell me what you got going on this weekend. Tell me what you're reading. Tell me what new modern books you like. Tell me what old books you like. Tell me what horror movies. I'm excited about that Thanksgiving movie coming out. I tell you that. I think it comes out on the 19th of November. Thanksgiving, horror movie. Get you some. And just like that, read your books.